Hi friends, I'm Al. Welcome back to Al's Vinyl Collection. It's been a few days since I did a video, so I'm pretty excited to do this. Just very quickly, I just want to say a big heartfelt thank you to Carolina's Beauty. There is so much support thrown at me on this channel, and I appreciate it so much. I feel like sometimes like hearting a comment isn't enough and replying isn't enough, but I want you to all know, like, I read everything. I take everything on board, and it's starting to get to a point where it is a little bit. I can't respond to every comment now. There are quite a lot being left, and I want to. But Carolina's Beauty is now given super thanks twice. That's $5 each. That's $10, and all I'm doing is listening to music. But I can't tell you how much I appreciate it. I've always been shocked at people's generosity because you don't expect to see it. And I honestly, I feel like with the way that the world's going sometimes, and with some of the people I've met in my life, I don't expect such kindness and generosity to still exist in the world. So thank you so much for your support. I hope you know how much I appreciate you and your support. I still struggle to find the words. I'm quite an introverted person. I don't know if that comes across on camera. I'm quite a socially awkward person sometimes. So I hope it comes across that I'm so grateful and thankful, and I appreciate you so much. So today I'm going to be carrying on. I'm trying to choose some different videos to listen to, some different kind of genres. I would kind of go, so I know, like, I've listened to Tool and then Metallica back to back, and I kind of want to break it up a bit with who I'm listening to. So each kind of week or each kind of session, I'll listen to a bunch of different music, different genres, different eras. So it's not all the same, and it's not kind of, it's like a palette cleanser, I guess. So today I'm listening to Bright Eyes again. This was recommended. So this song was recommended actually twice by Caitlin. So Caitlin, thank you so much for the suggestions. I've met two big Bright Eyes fans on this channel now. So Caitlin and Crix, you are both awesome. Thank you so much. If you have any more songs you want me to specifically listen to, let me know. I've loved this journey so far, and I'm really excited for this. So this song is called Easy Lucky Free. This is from Bright Eyes' 2005 album Digital Ash in a Digital Urn, which I believe, as I've been told, was released on the same day as their album I'm Wide Awake It's Morning, which the song I reacted to, First Day of My Life, came from. So this song is called Easy Lucky Free. I haven't done research on the song. I've got the lyrics up. I've just seen basic info. So this is the closing track of the album. And yeah, let me put my headphones on, and let's listen to the song. Let's turn it up my end as well.
Refrigerators full of blood, another century spent pointing guns at anything that moves. Sometimes I worry that I've lost the plot, my twitching muscles tease my flipping thoughts. I never really dreamed of heaven much until we put him in the ground.
Now, okay, again, the only time I pause it in this song is now. There is a lot already to say. Firstly, okay, so this must have been recorded at the same time as I'm Wide Awake It's Morning, and it sounds so different. So I believe this album is more electronic, has been pointed out. I think Crix said this, and Caitlin actually. I think you both said. I know Caitlin, you definitely did, that this album's a little bit more electronic, whereas I'm Wide Awake was more folksy. I love it. I love this sound so much. I'm struggling to work out if my mind's playing tricks on me, but it sounds like there's two different drummers. It sounds like the left and right channel have two different drummers playing different beats, which I think is really cool. And I love there was some pedal steel in there as well at the start, and I think it's so cool if they're going for this electronic sound, and they're still keeping some of those like kind of folky country instruments. I think that's so cool, and the lyrics as well. I'll get into them at the end, but I just want to say, sometimes I worry that I've lost the plot. My twitching muscles seize my flippant thoughts. I never really dreamed of heaven much until we put him in the ground. It's such a great verse. But yeah.
I've lost the plot, my twitching muscles tease my flipping thoughts. I never really dreamed of heaven much until we put him in the ground.
That is true,
but it's all I'm doing now, listening for patterns in the sound of an endless static sea. But once the satellite's deceased, it blows like garbage through the streets of the night sky to infinity. But don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, honey, don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, as easy or free. Better shop and eat and procreate. You got vacation days, then you might escape to a condo on the coast. I set my watch to the atomic clock. I hear the crowd count down till the bomb gets dropped. I always figured there'd be time enough. I never let it get me down, but I can't help it now, looking for faces in the clouds. I got some friends I barely see, but we're all planning to meet. We're laying bags as dead as leaves, all together for a turn. But don't you weep, don't you weep. There's no one as lucky, honey, don't you weep, don't you weep. There's nothing as lucky, as easy or free.
Okay. 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 Wow. 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 I just want to say, firstly, I really that ending was so cool. I've tried to create like a similar ending to that with my own music. When I produce my own music, I've tried to play around with kind of experimental endings. So that was really cool. The instrumentation was really cool the whole way through. This definitely obviously feels a lot more electronic. When I read that this was going to be an electronic album, I was expecting something a little more. I don't know. When I think of electronic music, I almost think of like dubstep, like Skrillex. And I've listened to like one Skrillex song when I was 12. You know, I think everyone did. Everyone listened to the same one when they were my age at that time. So I was, but that was a really, really, really nice song. It was a really nice electronic setup, I suppose. There were definitely two drums. There were definitely two acoustic kits there playing in the left and right channels, and I think that was really cool. Now I don't know if it was two drummers or if it was just double track drums, but that was honestly that was a really nice touch, because it made me think. You know, I was listening to it and thinking this is a really really intricate beat. Is there just a really good drummer? But they got to a point where it couldn't have been just one person. Um, yeah, so I loved the instruments. Let's talk about the lyrics because they were really 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 good. I'm gonna try and just spitball ideas, I guess. The whole song feels really like it's about death and fleeting. The time is fleeting. That's kind of the feeling I got at the start. It was almost a bit anti-war. I got with this idea. So with the lyrics, another century spent pointing guns at anything that moves. That feels obviously like a good dig. It's true. You know, it's true. We never learn. The world never learns from our mistakes. We always end up somehow in the same conflicts. We go through the conflicts and somehow, 30, 40 years later, here we are again, and it's happening again, and everyone's too blind to see it. Um, but then we've got sometimes I worry that I've lost the plot. I know I said this when I paused the video. I love that. I love that. My twitching muscles tease my flippant thoughts. That's such a great line. And then this line as well. It's all I'm doing now, listening for patterns in the sound of an endless static sea, but once the satellite's deceased, it blows like garbage through the streets of the night sky to infinity. That is such a beautiful image and a beautiful lyric. You know, this satellite debris just floating through space, like a packet, like an empty packet on an empty high street, just floating in the wind. I think that's that's great, and I wonder almost given what I've seen with Bright Eyes and given what I've been told, that could possibly be a look at humans as well. Maybe there's that. This might be a reach. I'm sorry, this might be a real stretch right now, but all I'm doing is listening for patterns in the sound of an endless static sea. I wonder if almost it's a comparison between people being the satellite, blowing, kind of blows like garbage through the streets of the night sky to infinity, forever kind of lost people, forever just being kind of just like being blown down the street, kind of forever almost wandering and just being directed by social norms throughout their lives, perhaps. That might be really wrong, and if it is, I'm sorry. And then the chorus was great. This "Don't You Weep," and then the backing vocals. I loved the processing on the backing vocals to make them sound like robots, and that was really, it sounded really great for the electronic album. It fits. It's fitting. So "Don't You Weep," and then it's "Don't You Weep for Them." There's nothing as lucky. This was something that I loved as well. The song name, "Easy Lucky Free." At first listen, it probably doesn't make sense. Going into the song, I was kind of wondering how that would tie in. And then he says, "There's nothing as lucky as easy or free," which I'm guessing means There is nothing as lucky, as easy or free as dying. I know lots of people see death as an escape, and sometimes life can be challenging, and you know, it's maybe it's just that, maybe it's just this look that everything is, death is the easiest, it's the luckiest escape, and it's the time you'll be freest. Your soul will be your soul will be free. I love the next verse with "Don't be a criminal in this police state. You better shop and eat and procreate." It's just a great dig. You got vacation days, then you might escape to a condo on the coast. It's just a brilliant dig at, I guess, these socio norms. You know, how people are kind of living their lives, guided by these rules and regulations set by who. You know, but I like that. I like that a lot. I set my watch to the atomic clock. I set my watch to the atomic clock. I hear the crowd count down till the bomb gets dropped. I always figured there'd be time enough. I never let it get me down. But I can't help it now, looking for faces in the clouds. I've got some friends I barely see, but we're all planning to meet. We'll lay in bags as dead as leaves, all together for eternity. So obviously that's death, right? And I like this image. A few years ago, maybe I was 20. I was 20. I was 19. I was 19 going into 20. So when I was at the end of 2019, all the way through 2020, I was a gardener. That's what I did. I took a break from uni and I worked as a gardener. And I love this image of we'll lay in bags as dead as leaves. Because leaves were something I dealt with a lot in the autumn, as I guess you can imagine. I think that's a great image. I think it's a great image. I think it's a sad image. But it's I've got some friends I barely see, but we'll be all together for eternity. It's a nice look, I guess. It's a nice look on the afterlife, or the thought of the afterlife at least. And then we come back into this chorus. I loved that. I loved that. That was a really, really fun song. I saw as well. Caitlin requested or suggested another song from this album called "I Believe in Symmetry." So, given this album, to be honest with you, "I'm Wide Awake" as well has a great sound. I love the folksy sound of "First Day of My Life." I love the electronic sound of "Digital Ash," and I loved the kind of orchestral cinematic sound of "Down in the Weeds." So, I think I've bought loads of this stuff on vinyl, so I think I might sit down and record the vinyl from my record player. Maybe that could be something I do. And just sit down like with Pink Floyd, like I've been doing with Pink Floyd, and just listen to these full albums. I think full albums might be the way to go, or maybe I don't know. Well, I'll put up a discussion. We can talk about it. But yeah, that was a great, great, great song. If you've got any more Bright Eyes to suggest, please do. I really love that. Easy Lucky Free. What a great song. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a thumbs up or thumbs down. It's up to you. It helps me gauge what I'm doing right, but I'm not going to tell you how to live your life. I'm not going to tell you what to do. Over 96% now, I believe. It might even be more. It was definitely 95. I believe it was definitely 96. But over 95%, we'll say. And so I'm still uncertain on the stats. Over 95% of people aren't subscribed. It's free. You can always unsubscribe later. So what are you waiting for? And yeah, I'll see you in the next video. Have a great rest of your day.